What's up, world? I'm your entertainment DJ Monte Carlo. The live is DJ on the planet, and this is the Heaven Sent Show. Man, happy Tuesday, happy One Sit Tuesday to everyone. It's going down. Shout out to all the foamies. Shout out to Team Penny. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with me each and every Tuesday. Rather if I'm on tour, doing sneaker work or music or even DJing, man. So I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Kicking it with the kid each and every week, man. I have an amazing guest, man. Jeez, man. I got some bangers coming, man. Y'all just gotta wait. Y'all be patient with me. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some bangers, man. I got amazing guests. I'm gonna be doing some amazing touring around the world, man. And I would like to bring y'all on a ride with me, man. So again, thank y'all for even doing this live, or allow me to come in y'all studio, home, apartment, cars, you know what I'm saying, and kicking it with me for a full hour of sneaker talk, penny talk, Foamposite talk, you know what I'm saying? So again, if you're new to this particular show, podcast, we talk about Penny Hardaway and his legacy. We discuss Foamposite culture, the state of the culture in sneakers and Foamposites and stuff like that. And I bring on guests, man, and we kick it and chill and laugh, talk. And it's just a great thing, man. I can do this every Tuesday, man. And it started out being a hobby, now it's a business now, you know what I'm saying? So thank y'all, each and every one of y'all, man. It's been a journey, definitely, ever since January 4th. That was the very first show when I did Foamposite. I brought on Foamposite, and we had a great time, man. A great way to kick the a new series off, a new podcast, and then it rolled into a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, amazing. So thank y'all for even kicking it with the kid, man. I'm just gonna get right into it, man. I'm gonna bring in my guest, man. I really just feel good about this episode, man, because we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. We're gonna tap in a lot of stuff as far as like Penny Hardaway, his legacy. Again, Foamposites, the state of the state of the culture right now. If you guys have any questions at the end of the, of my question there, with my man, it's gonna be crazy, man. So sit back, relax. Just enjoy this episode, man, because we're gonna have some fun, man. There's gonna be a lot to learn, and there's gonna be a lot to soak in. I'm trying to tell you, man, because this guy has a lot of history, knowledge, and game to put me and yourself on, man. So allow me to introduce from Sneaker History podcast as well. You know what I'm saying? So definitely put your hands together. Give me some hand claps in the chat. What's going on, Robbie?
I'm doing well, man. How about yourself?
I'm great, man. Thanks for even coming and stopping by, chilling with us. Again, man, this is what we do every Tuesday for One Cent Tuesday. And man, it's been a while, because for one, I hit you up a while ago, man, and you kind of was like one of the top guys that everyone was requesting when I asked who y'all wanted to see on the show, man, and you definitely was top 5, man, and I was like, of course I gotta reach out to him, man. So you're gonna have a lot of your followers on here, man, and man, a lot of new followers from my show and my viewers, man. And for those that don't know, that you do have a podcast, right? With your
Yes.
With your co-stars.
Yes. I mean, I have to
Yeah.
say though,
So
your podcast and your show, the Heaven Sent Show, is one of the best names I've heard in a long time. The
thank you,
tie-in is
thank
elite.
you. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, man. It's kind of stuck with me, through my journey collecting penny Hardaways, and I just had to throw it in there. It was only right, But yeah, man. Um, how actually let's talk about your podcast.
Yeah,
You can actually stream it on all platforms, man.
everywhere.
Tell us more about it, and your guests as well.
Of course, yeah. So, like you already said, I'm Robbie from the Sneaker History Podcast. We've been doing this now for about going on 3 years. We almost have 300 episodes, which is crazy to think about. We're available, like you said, everywhere. Apple
Yeah,
Podcasts is the most popular place, but Google Play, Spotify, YouTube. We do have a video aspect like you do here,
yeah,
all over the place. It's a labor of love. It takes a community. It takes a lot of effort. It's not easy. You have to literally take the time out of your life to make this work. And it's
I
not
know,
so
right?
much work when you want to do it, right? It's so much fun
Yeah,
to talk about shoes. So
right.
labor of love, but it's ultimately the most fun we have, I'll say a couple times a week. Myself and my three other co-hosts, Nick, Rowett, and Mike. Um, we've been doing it for so long. It's helpful to have multiple people because we can kind of flip and flop, line outs. Like if Penny's out one day, you can,
Yeah.
pop in somebody else. Somebody else can take the reins. We've had Cousteau on the show. We've had Seth Fowler. We've had Mosh
Ooh,
Customs. We've had, dang, I've been in 300 episodes. A lot of people. We've had the gentleman from Soul Savvy on there. We've had,
that's
man, it's literally
dope.
a lot of people. A lot of people
Yeah.
in there.
That's great, man. Well, yeah, definitely, guys. If you're into podcasting or even viewing their podcast, man, definitely want to hit up Sneaker History, man, because these guys, man, and they have fun. Not only y'all talk about sneakers, y'all also have fun, man. Which
We try.
it's yeah,
It's the informative
yeah,
stuff too, though. So I mean, like, yeah, we've
of
had big
course,
people, but we try to have a lot of people in the shoe community living it right now, whether it be photographers or people
right,
working on shoes design, whatever it might be around sneakers, having their stories told too, because all it really takes is some ambition, knowledge, and the know-how, man. Like you're out here with your collection, having your show, you had to start
yeah.
somewhere. So we like to have
Oh
people,
yeah.
and yourself included. We got to return the favor and have you on now. But
Oh, okay.
you
Hey,
you
I'm ready,
gotta
man.
you gotta teach people. You gotta spit a little bit of game. Free game's
Yeah,
okay. You don't want to give it all away, but you want to help
right.
lead people in the right direction.
Indeed, man. So let's go ahead and hop in these questions, man. Again,
They're good.
I was able to reach out with some of my loyal viewers and ask them one question that you would like to ask you. I mean, them ask you. So, and then I have my questions as well. And then we're gonna do the speedy round, the famous speedy round. All right. All right. So, what is the very first sneaker that made you fall in love?
Man, I'm not making this up. I kid you not. So the first one, I guess, overall is weirdly enough the Reebok question, but
Huh?
Nike's. I've always been a Nike head my whole life, so I consider that like the starting point. And I kid you not, it was the Penny
Okay.
2 Atlantic Blue. My stepdad
Atlantic
had just moved
Blues.
in.
Yeah.
He was trying to make good. He did. He got me those shoes. I remember specifically just holding them for the first time and just enjoying the waves of a Penny 2. Like the side
Oh man.
panel, each crease, the
Yeah.
3M, the outsole, the laces, the rope. I believe it was like kind of like bungee cord looking lace.
Hmm.
Man, the Penny 2, and it's just so coincidental being on the Heaven Sent show. And my first
Yeah.
real sneaker
That's
was a Penny
great,
2.
man.
But you never
That's
forget it.
great.
It's iconic.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So like what other sneakers that you was into? I know it was a plethora of 90s sneakers, especially
Everywhere.
when MJ retired the first time. So it was just like it's like a free for all. You know what I'm saying? It was who was going to be the next guy to step up, who was going to be that big guy to to take over and be the the face of the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And with Michael Jordan and Nike's green light, they gave PEs to certain, or actually handpicked these all
Yeah.
stars or up and coming stars, these PEs, man. So like, what was you thinking, man, when you seen like Roy Hooper? No, I'm sorry, not Hooper, but Penny Hardaway,
Yeah.
as we know, Kendall Gill,
Vin
uh,
Baker had
Tim
one.
Hardaway. Yeah, so a lot of these guys was wearing Jordans, would not actually sign, to even Nike, but wearing
No, it's
PEs.
crazy. You bring that up, and like Michael left, and he came back, but he still really wasn't the same Michael. So it's like when
Right.
Michael, I mean, we're talking like the first retirement. Um, that's when Penny really had a chance, and like
Yeah.
Shaq and Akeem really a chance to shine. But when he came back the second time, the people I was more looking up to, were some other people we have brought up on our questionnaire. Like I was a huge T Mac head, like T Mac, Allen
Yeah.
Iverson, and I'm a diehard forever Laker fan. So like Kobe, for example, wearing Jordans, right in 2003, a couple years
Uh-huh.
down the road,
Yeah.
in his sneaker free agency. And everybody wants to wear Jordans. I don't care if you're signed
Yeah.
from, Kanye still says he wants to wear Jordans until he
Right.
owns Adidas, right? So it doesn't matter
Right.
what level you are, you kind of have a
Uh-huh.
love for that brand no matter what. So it's funny seeing like Allen Iverson, Georgetown wearing Concords, but then when he comes in the league, he has his own breakout shoe, which, the question is, so generational that like that shoe sticks with me. That shoe, the Penny 2, and then
Yeah.
like the T Mac 2 and 3 are all kind of like spaced apart where I wasn't getting shoes all the time. I wasn't super athletic, like there wasn't a need to like get a new basketball shoe every year, every couple months. So
Uh-huh.
it got spaced out differently. And just with Michael gone, and even when he came back, seeing these young forwards, these young, small forwards, two guards, Vince Carter, we'll talk about him a little bit too.
Oh yeah.
All of them, man, because Vince Carter's line got a chance to pop off. But like, you could put anybody in a pair of Jordans and they're happy. But I
Mm-hmm.
personally was
That's true.
really feeling T Mac a lot. Like that Adidas T Mac stuff was fire. The
Yeah.
Reebok
Oh
Questions
yeah.
fire, and Penny was fire. I mean, he really was.
Uh-huh.
Like he got hurt at the wrong time. I think everybody knows he got cut short, but Penny was on. Like for whoever is new to your show or maybe newer to sneakers, like
Uh-huh.
he was so like with MJ out the door, Penny was that dude for a couple of years. He was healthy.
Yes, he
No MJ,
was.
no Kobe yet. No, it was him as a guard, and it
That's so
was
true.
baller as hell.
Yeah. So what was let's get back into your personal like background.
Yeah.
Like how did you get into maybe like sneaker enthusiasm, and just
Oh
talking
yeah.
sneakers, or did it start from like Nike Talk days, or it was just like
I
a
was
lot
at
of
the tail end of
you
Nike
tell Ann
Talk.
of Nike Talk?
For me, it was more Soul Collector forums,
Yeah.
Twitter, like early Twitter. What was funny is, well, even before that, I mean, I was in magazines, not me being featured, but my head was in magazines, reading them
Oh
all the
yeah.
time. So like, that's where I really think of like the first culture. It was like Russ Bengtson. The second I had Twitter, I like spammed his ass like over and over again. I was like, loved his work from Slam. Like that really
Yeah.
was like the first sneaker Bible, the first place that there really was active articles. And then the early Nightscapes days, the modern notoriety days.
Oh
Still
yeah.
love modern notoriety,
Mm-hmm.
but just enjoying the blog side for a long time. I really wasn't active in driving my own conversation with people outside of my own sphere, right? You talk shit with your friends all the time, like, no, your shoes are trash.
Right.
No, those are dope. This guy's
Right.
whatever, this, that, and the third. But it wasn't until Twitter, well, earlier Soul Collector forum boards, and then Twitter, I started really getting more in the digital sense, and then Instagram and all this stuff. Now all I talk about is shoes, right? I feel like
Right.
I talk about shoes too much. I can't get away from talking about shoes,
Yeah.
in a good way, in a bad way. But there's
Yeah.
always
Well,
always shoes on the mind.
me myself, I started looking at the East Bays, again, Slam magazines, and then came it was an Australian website called Battle Sin. It was just like you had hip hop and then you had sneakers. It was just like all in one. So like
Okay.
you had
In Australia.
so
Okay.
yeah. So look, I was on Axe.com and I wanted to just like sneaker boards, you know what I'm saying? So it all
Mm-hmm.
popped up and I just got lucky and end up liking it.
Well, it's
Then
crazy with
Nike
East
Talk.
Bay.
Yeah.
You brought up East Bay. I see people down here bringing up East Bay too. Like, did you read the stuff in East Bay, or were you just circling? Because I didn't want to read. I just wanted to circle the
Yeah.
stuff I wanted.
A
So
lot of
like, East Bay
it
was
was like
there.
both. It was like both. Yeah, but they did have articles. Some people didn't know, like, they did have articles. I remember my very first a piece I read was on Marshall Falk.
Okay.
And that's when he had his Nike
Jordan stuff.
contract. And man, ever since then, I was just addicted to trying to read, read the articles. It was great. It was great, man. Even to even reach back that far, even thinking about East Bays, man, because
I do
definitely
like
we was
reading.
on them, because that
What's
was our
funny
way
is,
to see what was coming out. You know,
mhm. I mean, it's not just
definitely.
that, but it's we don't really read a lot anymore. Like you're reading magazines. The earlier blogs used to just be all words, right? Images,
Right.
and then like you read. Now it's just like everything, myself included. You're being spoken to, or you're watching, and it's just a totally different experience. Both are fantastic.
Yeah.
What type
And
of neck
then
you right
came
on?
Finish Line. And then came Finish Line magazine.
Oh yeah.
I was into all
Mm-hmm.
that. I was into all of it. Yeah. So let's talk about what's the state of the culture today, man. I know we're all stoked, man. We're about to get the Penny One Retro, both home and Orlando colorway.
Yeah.
Uh, but today's of lack of releases, I would say they're just stepping back on releasing new colorways for men and women for Foamposites. Man, what do you think of the the hype beast word of the foams are dead?
Man, so you brought up supply and stuff, right? I think that really helps kill the foam posit. That's an expensive shoe to create. That's an
Right,
expensive mold. It's expensive materials. It's not just like it's not a sheet of mesh. You can just
right,
like wrap around any shoe and you go. Like you're building, the anatomy of foam posit. You're pretty much building those walls around a booty, and like that takes time, process,
it
money,
really does.
material. So it's funny. I was thinking about this before we started recording, and it's like foam posits definitely aren't dead, but what hasn't been done on a foam posit yet? I know like the CDG spiced things up, and
Yeah.
they did so in a good way. I think it's a really clean look. It's a really
Hmm.
expensive look, but a lot of
Yeah.
people have money, right? So you do you.
Right.
If you got the cheddar, go for it. I
Right.
don't, so
Right.
I'm not trying to spend that on retail. But it's a good shakeup. It's a good shakeup for the
Uh-huh.
design, man. I mean, like they've wrapped it, they've colored it, they spray painted it. What haven't they done? They put a swoosh mark on it, right? The
Right.
Foamposite
They
Pro,
have. Yeah.
right? They've
Yeah.
made penny posit, little penny posit. They've made half cents.
Uh-huh.
What haven't you done yet? So doing that new pattern on the OG build, I think that's definitely keeping it alive. But when it's all said and done, the good foam posits are so good, they're never
Yeah.
gonna die. Like you can go
They
drop a
never
Royal
gonna
right
die.
now, people
Yeah.
people alive, they come out the dead like zombies for a foam posit. It's like, oh, Royals, like what? You got Chili Reds, or you got what Doctor whatever it might be, Doctor Dooms. They're
Right.
into it.
Oh man, it's amazing, man, to even be in a small community, but everyone reaches out from the DMV guys, the guys down there in Maryland and Baltimore. They know about them just as much as as guys in New York and on the West Coast and stuff like that, man. But it was a time where kind of East Coast had their run, with the phone posit.
Oh, still do.
I know a couple guys down there in Miami. They was doing their thing down there in Miami. New York had their swing of things when we dropped the Galaxy and the Supreme. You see what that did?
Yeah. I
you
don't think
know,
West Coast is ever going to have foam posit like that, but it's everything you just described. New York, I mean, you're going to start a war saying New
uh,
York, Detroit, and the DMV, who did it first. Like
uh,
it's
yeah,
it's
true. but a lot of people
they'll
had
all
their
tell you
run,
different
though.
stories.
Yeah, yeah.
They all
True,
want to be the
true.
first.
Yeah,
One of them are.
true.
But the West Coast is
Yeah,
definitely not it, man. I'm out here on the West my whole life, and it's like the East Coast. That's a versatile shoe for the wintertime. It looks good in the
uh-huh.
spring. You
Yeah,
get all seasons out there, so it's an all-purpose shoe. Out here, it's warm, and it's warm for the most part. So like
right.
wintertime foams, yes. I don't rock foams when it's 120 out. Like that's me though. It's a little too hot.
Right,
See,
right.
already down here, DMV did. People are already
Yeah,
shouting out down here on the bottom. It's like
of
you bring up the
course.
topic, and it's whoever did it first is the last person to say it. I mean,
Yeah.
Wale definitely. So Sneaker Man Dan, right?
Uh-huh.
And I mean, like Wale really put it back. People weren't rapping about Foamposite. People rap about forces. People rap about Jordans. People really weren't
Hmm.
rapping about forces. Pardon me, weren't rapping about Foamposites.
Right.
And Wale brought that out there, and his music was popular, like 08, 07, when those first
Hmm.
Wale joints started coming out. So it's like he put it on the map. He reps DMV. That doesn't mean they started it,
Right.
but he really pushed it out. Nike then took it 10 levels further years later, with Galaxy phones and all that shit. But like, it's such an interesting conversation of who started or where does it start from, or I think of
Right.
where to
Yeah.
start, where to get big from. Yeah, Flight
Uh-huh.
Posit. There's so many posits, man, and it's
So
like
many.
it's a beautiful
Oh,
problem.
oh yeah,
Foam
man.
Posit
But
Light.
it's and
Sorry,
oh man, oh my goodness. I remember
Kryptonite.
that used
That's
to
New
be
York
like,
though.
yeah, that was
Kryptonite, New
like a
York.
college. It was a college and a high school shoe, right? Like they're
Mm-hmm.
like some of the ball players, it'd be a whole team with like a royal blue or a all red, um, as they say, gym red or varsity red, and then you had the green and whites, and then you had the flight posits, you had the posit max. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. A
And they're
lot of foam
comfortable.
posits.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like maybe the first time you slide your foot into a foam posit, it's not the most
Uh-huh.
comfortable, but once you let it break in, it really does foam. If it molds to your foot, it's a beautiful foamy shoe. Like I can
Yeah.
see a whole team rocking that all day. It's practical and it looks good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Let's get. Man, it's great comment, man.
Sorry,
Like,
I can keep
definitely.
going all day.
I see. Like, I love when the comments like shoot up like that
Yeah,
because it continues after the show. Like, you just don't know. Like, it really continues after the show. Like, some of the foamies or some guys from Team Penny, we all get in the DMs and discuss, man. So it's really good comment, man. Let's talk about Penny, man. Penny himself, the man, amazing NBA player. Sadly, he
heartbreaking.
had his injuries, man, and it kind of ended his career early than what we
Way
expected, man,
early.
for him too. And but he turned everything around, man, when he helped his best friend Dez, man, RIP, and followed these kids from middle school to high school, and then actually recruited two players from the high school that he coached,
Yeah.
and now he's head coach of Memphis State, man. So what do you think about his career and his legacy?
I'm super happy you brought that up. So I forgot that was a point because they tried to
Mm-hmm.
get Penny in trouble for doing that. And I
Yes.
don't like that because there's been so many shady things in the history of the NCAA.
Oh
And it's
yeah. Oh
like
yeah.
the story of the relationship between him and that family is well known. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
are you really recruiting somebody you've been in a part of their life genuinely for their entire life, pretty much?
All right.
That's messed up. So I'm happy you brought that up. I forgot about that. But like,
Yeah.
because Penny's a good dude fundamentally, right? I mean, his legs aren't that good when he was playing. Like, unfortunately, the
Yeah.
body doesn't always hold up the same way. But that dude's heart, like, Penny's a good dude, just first and foremost, as a human being. So I think that's his number one legacy point. Is like,
Uh-huh.
if you
Yes,
want to
sir.
role model yourself, that's a good role model.
Yes.
But like I was saying earlier, he came in with MJ's feet out the door. So he came in at such an opportune time. Everybody was big. Shaq, Hakeem, David Robinson, Barkley, literally big ass men. There
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
a flashy guard. Gary Payton's little and plays defense. John Stockton's little and white. Like there's no fun watching John Stockton play basketball. I mean, I'm sorry, it's
Man.
just not fun. So
Oh
Penny
man.
comes in, handles,
Uh-huh.
dunks on you, got a little shot to him, court
Everything.
vision,
Uh-huh.
everything. No more MJ. Kids are looking for somebody to idolize, and in comes this dude from Memphis off a movie. The
Yep.
coolest, like, he's like James Dean. I don't know if you're familiar with James Dean,
Oh
the movie
yeah.
star. Died in a car
Uh-huh.
accident super young. Unfortunately, Penny's legs died super young, but like he was so
Right.
hot, like it's like a star right before it
All
explodes.
right.
It's like you're so
Yeah.
hot, and then it explodes and you're gone. But at that peak, man, right there, and before Kobe got in the league and started taking stuff over, shaking
Yeah.
it up, like he was the right place. He was in the right place at the right time.
Oh
Just
yeah, he
the
definitely
body
was.
didn't
He
hold out.
definitely was. Yep.
I
Oh
mean,
man. Like,
to his point, people still love him now. A lot of people get hurt and don't get the love Penny gets a decade later.
I know, right? I know, man. Like, and it's unfortunate, man. He did try to come back and like perform at his, his peak when he signed with the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
He kind of turned it up, you know what I'm saying? And then took on a road of coming off the bench as well sometimes, But yeah, unbelievable like effort for him to even challenge guys like the T-Max, the Kobe Bryants when they went to the finals, man, or the Western Conference Finals, and
Mm-hmm.
guarding Horry, he's guarding Kobe, then switch off and then and guard Horace Grant. Like, he was everywhere. He was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So on his last leg, his effort of playing in '07, he played for the Miami Heat, and he only played a good seven to 10 games, and Pat Riley wanted to go young and start back all over from scratch, and next thing you know, it was rumors that he was trying to come back when LeBron and D Wade and Bosh had clicked up for the big three. It was rumors that he was trying to come back, and but he was still signed, but he wasn't, on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, what do you think, man, if that would have came about? If he would have,
I
Pat
think
Riley agreed to that.
Mike Bibby slid up on his spot. it sounds like, well, Mike Bibby got that championship with him and Shaq.
Uh-huh.
I mean, D Wade and Shaq. I mean, I don't see right. That's like people like Jamal Crawford needs to come back. It's like Jamal doesn't have the injuries Penny ever did, but once you hit a certain age, man, it's like the young cast just got more juice than you do, and it's nothing against the individual. I'm 32 now. I've never been an elite athlete in my life. No one's ever even accused me of that. But even I don't have the same energy I used to, 6-7 years ago, right? Being able to stay out later, do more, lift more, whatever it might be. It's just, it gets tough to be old. It would have been sweet. I would have liked to seen that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he made the right move, man. Sometimes he's got to be a little graceful. Ultimately, now we get beautiful Miami Heat colorways of Penny retros, which is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be the only accurate time to bring this up, but in our preparation for our conversation, I was like, who reminds me of Penny, a healthy Penny now? And it's like,
now?
bro, is it just me, or does like LaMelo kind of remind you of Penny?
The passes, he doing passes
the size and the passes, man.
Size too,
big cat.
Yes, sir.
Big dude.
I have
with
to agree.
Vision.
I definitely have to agree with you. Yes, sir. Melo is that. Yeah, I think that's if you want to compare, yes. Yeah, he's that guy. He's that guy. Man, at the end of the day, when it's all over and he feels like it's time to
like T-Mac with the Spurs.
Hang out, just hang it up. And do you think Penny Hardaway is Hall of Fame worthy?
As a player, no.
I have to say
now,
before you answer, I do have to say, the Hall of Fame is not the NBA Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Yeah,
people
it's
do not,
basketball.
you know what I'm saying? So you do have college coaches, you have referees, you have good. Now we have
Oh,
WNBA.
exactly.
So like at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, do you think he's worthy of a
As
Hall?
a player, no, but with the bigger impact,
Uh-huh.
I think with his coaching, because I went back and looked, the last Memphis Tigers full season underneath him, they went 19-2 in
Right.
2019, 2020. So
Mm-hmm.
they haven't had a regular season since then.
Right.
If that's one of his first years coaching and he puts on years like that,
Yeah.
I think that the obviously the spectacular play with an impressive coaching resume, like you said, it's not all NBA resume. He's done a
Right.
lot of other great things in basketball. But I think if he keeps this coaching stuff up like he's been on track already,
Mm-hmm.
no doubt, no doubt at all. As
Uh,
an overall basketball, because Yao Ming too. Yao Ming's in
right.
the league. I mean, in the Hall of Fame, Yao Ming got hurt way early.
Yeah.
He's more of an ambassador type, right? Things he did
Mhm.
after his career. And I think Penny very much is like that. What he's done after his career for other people and the next generation is going to be really important.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Man, let's get back into the sneakers, man. I know we have amazing news, man, about the upcoming Penny One Retro in 2022. What are your thoughts on them? We getting both colorways, man.
I mean, it's one of those shoes. The white ones are one of those shoes people have been asking for since
Yeah.
what 1996,
Mhm.
like since that shoe came out. But
Right, right.
I'm all for it, man. Like that's the kind of stuff I'm not so interested when like a Sprite retro of a Penny 2 comes out
Right.
or a Miami Heat colorway of a Penny 1. That doesn't really speak to me the same way a home and away Penny retro do, right? It's like they hit different. I almost hate saying that term because people use it with everything. Like, oh, this ramen hit different. This sex hit different. Whatever it
Stop
is. But
here,
like,
man.
but an OG colorway,
Huh?
especially, I mean, it's the penny. Yes, the penny one, right? So it has the pinstripe on the tongue, the
Yeah.
pinstripes going up the tongue.
Uh-huh.
So many clean aspects to that shoe. Like Eric Avar did so good designing it, did such a good job designing it. It's timeless. And when you put white, black, and blue, I think that behind black and red, probably one of the more popular color combinations
Oh yeah.
ever, right? That Orlando jersey is iconic for a reason. Never goes out of style.
That's true.
So
That is
the
true.
colorway on that shoe with the details, man, can't miss. The little, yeah. I mean, the penny one is just so good. I could wax poetic about the penny one all day, but it's
Right.
just like the little bit of Foamposite type stuff on the lateral panel with the swoosh. The swoosh
Uh-huh.
having the little marks on the inside of it.
Yeah.
When it's black with the blue, I think it's black with blue on the OG, the
Right.
swoosh. Um, it looks so damn good, man. It's like you can't replicate it. Like those OGs are just so good.
Yeah, man.
So
So
I'm very excited.
hopefully Nike, man, will do justice and bring back in OG form. I hope they do it
Mm-hmm.
in OG form. But I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. I can't wait. It's been a couple times where I bought both OGs on, and one time I bought a gamer. I bought a gamer on,
Oh,
man. I own 4 pair of the white pair.
oh, damn.
That's how dedicated I am, and I can't
You mean
wait.
beige nowadays, right? Like kind of yelling a little bit.
Right. So, man, yeah, I just can't wait, man. Waiting till I get some a little hints, or rather, if it's gonna be beginning of the year or mid spring or something, man. But hopefully, it's a spring time because that's when a lot of us wanted to wear our kits for the
Yeah.
because it was a summertime kick when it actually released the first time in '95 and then '96. So yeah, of course.
The materials warrant it. I mean, especially with the away. It's blue with black, not black with blue on the swoosh. I got mixed up.
Huge.
But like
Yeah,
the material on the upper above the white, like that's not ready for wintertime. I definitely
right.
think this is going to be the type of thing we see probably around All-Star weekend. Um, in my humble opinion, I'm trying to think back to like what All-Star game was many years ago. Does it line up with 96? I don't think it does. 2022 has nothing to do with 96. But
Man,
just I would say springtime, spring, summer. Um,
Uh,
February isn't spring, but you know what I mean. Like earlier part of the year, I wouldn't think Christmas time for sure. They wouldn't do this for Christmas.
nah, I think they would. But they did release the College Blue Penny 2 on New Year's Eve. I was able to cop on New Year's Day. So yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I think it was
that's a good
2016.
chew too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So I wish they would have kept the the normal 2008 and 96 at the other colorway. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
But then that Atlantic Blue. There it is.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
trying to
so
keep the question in my head. Um, but this will be the last question from the viewers. What is advice that you can give someone that's trying to collect vintage and new stuff to, try to balance
yeah,
both?
with old stuff, temper your
Mhm.
expectations. Like I know in your brain you're thinking, all right, the shoe from 96 or 97 was so beautiful back then. It's gonna look exactly the same. That
Right.
shoe has aged the same amount of years as your ass.
Hmm.
Metaphorical ass, everybody.
Yeah.
Um, it's gonna be maybe a little crumbled. The airbag's definitely gonna be cloudy. You're probably gonna have some material issues. Probably gonna have some separation issues. You
Yeah.
have to be okay with that. You have to be realistic about what you're buying. Literally, a shoe that could drink, right? If it could. So like, it's it's gonna age. It's not gonna be perfect. You have to be okay with that. Some people think, oh, I'm gonna go buy a shoe from '96, put it on, and go enjoy an afternoon. Like if you enjoy an hour or three without that thing having any issues, like I tip my hat to you. I applaud you. But
Right.
like I'm guessing your 96 penny one homes, those sit on a shelf or they sit in a box
Oh
and
yeah.
you appreciate them.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
now,
wear them, but you appreciate them.
uh-huh.
Wear the new stuff. And I think it's really important to wear the new stuff because the penny two, let's take the penny two, for example, right? You brought up the '08 retro, then what, 2016? It's
Yeah.
always going to come back. There's no
Yep.
value in keeping a penny two on ice for 5 years and trying to sell it. Like, bro, you're in 1 year, someone's going to retro that. So,
Hmm.
like, I'm going to go buy it for retail. I'm not going to buy it off you off eBay. I mean, some people like yourself and other collectors want to have each year the variance between the years, but I'm mostly trying to rock mine. Like,
Yeah.
if I want an Atlantic Blue, I'm gonna go buy the last retro from a couple of years ago. Like I'm not gonna. I think at this point, I'm gonna wait for it to come out again. So it's like it always comes back. So the new stuff, wear it, enjoy it, make your memories in it. The old stuff, temper your expectations, and just love it. Give it a good home to retire to. Like it's like a
That's
retirement home.
That's great, man. All right, man. Right before we get into the speedy round, I must say, uh, episode 36 is sponsored by Mercury Shopping App. It's like eBay, and OfferUp all in one. So, like, if you would like to shop local, you can do that. If you want to shop overseas, you can do that, man. So it's a great app. You can also be a 5-star or work your way up to be a 5-star shopper and seller. So I myself, I'm a 5-star seller. It's a great app, man. It substitutes anything far as like from uh, vintage or new stuff. So, and they do also have a legit check option too. So but it takes an hour to or hour or two to get the answer back, rather if it's real or fake. So other than that, man, it's legit. I've been a member since 2015. So I've been at it for a minute. So other than that, man, thank you, Mercury, for even being my sponsor since I started this show. And let's go ahead and get into the speedy round, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all ready? All right. What is your favorite penny moment?
Chris Rock, Little Penny, sitting courtside to Spike Lee, telling him he should put him in a movie.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not even
oh
Penny
yeah.
Hardaway, really. It's Little Penny. My favorite Penny Hardaway moment is Little Penny. for sure.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. And number 2, what's your favorite Foamposite of all time? What colorway?
I gotta cheat. Galaxy Foamposite is the best Foamposite of all time. Don't talk to me. The one
Hey.
I can never get, but I want,
Uh,
is the Tianjin You're the Snake Quick Strike that never released back in China. Has like the
uh,
blossom on it and like the
yeah.
beautiful artwork on the side. If I had $6,000, I'd buy that shoe right now.
Oh,
But
man.
I don't have $6,000. So
The foam got that, right?
that's a
Uh,
gorgeous shoe. Whew.
it really is, man. So you have two.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I'm
That's dope.
sorry. There's two great ones. They're both
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
we can do that, man. All right, let's hop into comics. Hey,
I love it.
DC versus Marvel, the Justice League versus the Avengers. Who are you going with?
I do not like Justice League as much as the Avengers. Don't get me wrong, but Doctor Fate, Superman,
Uh-huh.
Shazam. There's way too many overpowered Justice League members. Martian Manhunter, Hawk Girl. There's
Yeah.
so many strong ones. Like, do you really think Captain America is going to stand off against Superman? Like, there's too much heat in the Justice League for the Avengers to handle. But I like the Avengers more personally. I'm an
Okay.
Avengers guy, but there's too much heat. There's too much. They can't handle
Yeah.
it.
Facts. Okay. I like that. I like that answer, man. Okay. AI or Jamal Crawford, who has the best or the better handles?
Damn, I've been thinking about this all day. I have to say AI, just
Yeah.
because he's AI. There's nothing like J Cross is a totally valid answer though. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Just Allen did it against MJ, man. Once you cross MJ, like who?
Oh
Nobody
yeah.
else has that reel. It's over. And I mean, there's so many other good Allen Iverson crossovers. It's stupid what he put
Yeah.
the guy on the Wizards down on his back.
Right.
What was his face? Antonio Daniels. I think Antonio Daniels got put on his back. He put many people on his back. They both have. But
A
I'm
lot.
going AI personally.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. What is your favorite dunk of all time? Dunk SB, could be dunk XB high or low.
Oh
Are,
shit! I thought you meant dunk, like slam dunk.
oh no. Dunk
Well,
SB.
oh snap! All right, favorite dunk SB of all time. Tiffany dunk. It really is the most beautiful. The Tiffany low. It really is the most beautiful, yeah, dunk of all time. I
Okay.
would
All
marry
right.
that shoe if it wasn't weird. I'm kidding.
All right. But we can still answer that. Give you the answer that question. What is your
Yeah,
favorite dunk of all time?
man, it's an obscure Vince Carter kind of. It's the dunk on Alonzo Mourning, him when he was playing with the Nets and Zoe. It's the bump because Zoe is
Goodness.
so big. Zoe is
Yeah.
like a tank. That dude lifts. He
Yeah.
jumped, and this Vince Carter took the bump. It's like he took the hit and then still bodied him. Like it's a full stop from hitting Orlando. It's like okay, I'm not done yet though. It's like,
Yeah.
and then the story of Lonzo not talking to him for years after that. I don't know if you know that
Yeah.
story. He would not talk to him.
Right.
That's how you know you got somebody. You hurt their
Oh
feelings
yeah.
for a decade plus. That's a mean dunk.
Oh my
That's
goodness,
mean.
man. That's a good day. Oh my God, man. That's
Bro, imagine
crazy.
running into a wall. Like Zoe's a
Right.
wall.
Yeah,
It's
it
crazy.
is. It's like he stayed in the air. Again, he took the bump. He stayed in the air. Still finished that dunk. Like it's crazy.
Damn.
Oh
Over
my
the shoulder too. It's like over his body. It's stupid, man. He has so
God.
many. It's not even. You're gonna ask later. No, go ahead. I'll
Uh,
let you go.
well, and that brings us to the question: Vince Carter versus Dominique Wilkins in a dunk off.
I would take Vince Carter versus any human being, past or present, to ever breathe. Like Vince Carter has so many. Vince Carter's missed dunks are better than people's best dunks. Like Dominique has some great things. Like Dominique
Oh
walked so Vince Carter could run, but Vince
goodness.
Carter, there's not another human being on earth that will be able to. This the creativity, the athleticism,
Oh yeah.
every kind. He had everything in his bag. There's not one type of dunk in his bag. There's not one like there's not one type of dunk. You don't think of Vince. I mean, you think of obviously the 7-foot dunk, the arm in the basket, the bump, the 360.
That's true.
He has tomahawks. There's not one dunk he cannot do on any human being. Like, he'll do it over you, through you, around you.
He's doing it in the game too. Like, it's
exactly nasty, man. People don't try that stuff in game. Like, he does. Well, some people do, but they don't finish it. Like, Vince Carter against anybody ever to breathe. Let's put it that way.
All right, he says Vince Carter. Okay, that's it. That's a very good answer. Very good answer. A question that I ask pretty much all my guests that come on the show: if you can vision T-Mac, prime T-Mac versus the prime Penny Hardaway in a one-on-one situation, who are you going to get, or who are you going for?
I'm taking T-Mac because that range is limitless. But if I'm starting a team, I'm taking Penny if I'm starting a team. If I get a pick between one of them, I'm taking Penny. He makes other people better and can do amazing things. T-Mac one-on-one, bro, he's pulling up from 45. I mean, he doesn't need to in one-on-one, but just T-Mac's a better shooter. I give him that edge in shooting. But if I'm building a franchise, Penny over T-Mac.
That's dope, man. That's dope. All right, this is going to be one of the heatest debates of pretty much all time on the Heaven Sent Show. The Dream Team of 1992 versus the Redeem Team. Who are you going with and why?
I'm just happy we have people to listen to this answer, because I have this conversation with myself all the time. That Redeem Team is spanking the Dream Team. Bro, I get you have Magic. I get you have Michael. I get you have David Robinson. And I get that you have Karl Malone. Everyone else is old as hell on that team. Bro, you think busted ass Larry Bird is checking LeBron or Kobe? Or D-Wade, or Melo? Like, Larry can't stay in front of people. Magic can't stay in front of people. John Stockton's too small. Clyde Drexler can't play defense either. Scottie Pippen can only defend one perimeter player. So okay, you put Scottie, let's say their best lineup, they go MJ, Magic, Scottie, Barkley, Robinson, right? So Dwight and Robinson, I think, are a wash at that point. They're both there to rebound, and they're not there to score. There's too many other people, right? So then you got Barkley versus who was starting that? I think it was Chris Bosh starting, or I think they were starting Braun actually. I'm taking Braun over that all day. Let's put it that way. And then you have Kobe versus MJ. I'm taking MJ over Kobe. That's reasonable. Chris Paul though over Magic. Young Chris Paul too. Bro, you can't even keep Magic Johnson in front of a young Chris Paul. This dude out here, Drexler, was good at defense. Drexler was not good at defense in 1992. Talk to me a Drexler in like the late 80s, a couple of years earlier. But, bro, Drexler slowed down, and he was not dunking the same way he used to. He had a better jumper in the older years, but that's still only 2 points. Like, bro, you can't. I mean, you got Tayshaun Prince. He shouldn't be there. Michael Redd shouldn't be there. Darren Williams was hooping. He cared at that point in his life. You can't stand in front of Darren. Nobody, man, Magic Johnson can't check Darren Williams at that point. Now we're talking Showtime Magic for sure. We're talking 85 Magic for sure all day. We're talking 92 Magic. We're talking chubby Magic. Not the same, man. Larry had a bad back. That's two liabilities right there.
I love the fact that you pointed out they were injured. Like, some of them were injured, and they was on their very last leg. Larry Bird only played 2 games.
We're going to play Christian Laettner? Christian Laettner versus Tayshaun Prince. So I'm taking Tayshaun over the worst player on each team. I'm taking Tayshaun over Christian Laettner. It's like,
and John Stockton didn't even play during the whole Summer Olympics. And, he was selected, but he didn't play. And, goodness gracious, like.
You were writing Barkley and Magic. Pardon me, I keep saying Magic. You were writing Barkley and you were writing MJ. Because, Barkley was healthy as fuck. Barkley was fresh off of MVP. Barkley was out there balling. But
Oh yeah.
if we're talking Barkley or LeBron, you kidding me? Like,
Oh my
that's
goodness,
'08
man.
LeBron. That's man phenom LeBron, man. That's like, oh, Chris Mullin, man. Chris Mullin and Michael Redd are a wash, man. Chris Mullin and Michael Redd do the same thing. Except, yeah, they do though.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris, stand in the corner. Hey,
Thank
Michael,
you,
go
man.
stand in the corner. Like,
Oh my
it is what it
goodness.
is. But
At the
I'm
end of the
done. I'm
day,
sorry,
the team winning that. Like,
man. I mean, people are gonna laugh at Dwight, but that was prime Dwight, prime
mm-hmm.
Melo, prime LeBron, prime
Oh
Kobe, prime
goodness.
Chris Paul. I mean, Chris Paul doesn't age apparently, but
Olympic
when Chris
Melo.
Paul could jump, crazy.
Olympic Melo. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, Olympic Melo. It's not even.
My
I think
goodness.
2012 got the 08. I think 2012 got the Dream Team too because they got KD, but that's another story. I think
Yeah,
both
that's the story.
people aren't ready for that. People aren't ready.
No,
Okay.
I'm ready for
Barkley
that.
won the MVP after, homie. You know what I'm saying? Barkley was MVP level at that point. This dude in the comments knows what I'm saying. Like, you get it. Barkley was balling, but you can't. Well, Barkley and MJ are not beating Melo, Chris Paul, D Wade, Kobe, and LeBron in their primes. Like, those are all beasts. Like,
That's
healthy beasts. That could all, yeah.
I love it, man. Love
I'm
it,
sorry.
man.
I'm done.
Love when it, the guys in the comments, man. Team Penny, Foamposite guys, man. They're all so passionate, and I love it. And it makes this show go, man. Continue, bro. I love it.
He brought up a good point. I was wrong, but Barkley was a beast, but Barkley ain't
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's go to the next question. Now we have three more questions. Who
Got you.
as today, who is the king of PEs?
Are we talking in all the internet and life or like in the NBA?
Yeah.
Dependable J, and it's not even a question. If you're not following at Dependable J, I
Oh
call
yeah.
him Sensei. I call him at Sensei because I try to learn from him as much as I can. But that dude's vault, he has stuff in there we still haven't seen yet, I bet you. But
Oh my.
as a Laker fan, in my heart, like, I'm a diehard Laker fan. He has all the good Laker stuff. He's my favorite of all time, Dependable J, for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm a fan of Phase 2.
Jermaine kills it. Jermaine got
Oh,
stuff. Jermaine will pull stuff out. Man,
oh man,
stupid.
and he has that penny one PE as well. So,
Mm-hmm. He
man.
definitely, man. He has dummy stuff. Jermaine really does kill it.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. My last two questions. What is your 2021 sneaker of the year? In your opinion?
In my opinion, call me crazy, but it's the Supreme Dunk Low. I don't care if it's the brown, the lime green, the black. That shoe. In my
Okay.
opinion, you put Supreme with a Nike Dunk in this year. A lot of shit's been wrong. There's a lot of bad dunks in the world. There's a lot of bad Supreme stuff in the world. But I think when those two come together correctly,
Yes.
the stars, the materials, maybe I'm just a simple motherfucker. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But for me,
I gotta give it to you. Like, the materials was off the charts. Like, I held one of them in hand. I held the lime green in hand.
yeah.
And it was not like a real feel of a dunk. It was much heavier because I know it was like kind of thicker leather.
Mm-hmm.
And with the gold accents, with Supreme locket on the front, and then you have the shoelaces. Man, goodness gracious! Like, so I definitely give it to you, man. I mean, that's definitely top 10 for me.
What's yours so
Mine
far?
is the Paul. I'm
It's the what?
man.
You broke up.
The Paul Rodriguez?
Oh, okay. Oh, see, yeah, that was up there. That's top 5.
Oh yeah, man. And the thing about it, material on material on material on material, and then I'm a huge Paul fan, so like it was a no brainer, and I was on it when he was on the Meet Complex podcast 2 months before they announced that he was having the dunk, he was already saying that, yo, I don't know if anybody's going to accept this, but this is just for my fans. And it was literally for his fans. And the resellers got a hold of it. They posted up on StockX, GOAT, and stuff like that. Then they left it alone. They wasn't talk about it for the rest of the year. So it definitely wasn't for his fans. So definitely thank you, Paul, for dropping that. So that's
P-Rod follows sneaker history, and he comments on he'll like photos and stuff. So like Paul, also thank you. I love Paul Rodriguez also.
Oh yeah,
great pick.
Oh yeah. Last question of the evening. Then we're gonna try to answer some questions from the viewers as well. What is your ultimate grill that you would love to have in your collection?
If I could have any shoe on this earth, it would be the Colette Air Jordan 1. It's super simple. It's basically a storm blue Jordan 1, but a basic storytelling of au revoir in French is goodbye, and it's the store closing. Super simple, super well done. If you know anything about the owner of Colette, you know that that's like her thing, just like simple, white, blue, like hella French. I wish I could be more like that. I'm a little too much sometimes. So I wish I could be more simple and streamlined. That shoe is what I wish I could be. But if I get to cheat still, I'm not going to lie. That Foamposite, that Tianjin, I'm not kidding. If money isn't an issue, that thing's a freaking piece of art. I'm never wearing it. But if I could acquire it and just like put it on a shelf and like look at it every day, I'd be hella zen. I'd be so zen.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, let's get 3 questions. I would like to get just 3 questions from the viewers. Y'all been amazing. We've been debating. All right, let's do this. The first question. Let's do this. Do you own any Nikes? Pretty much. Pretty sure he owns Nikes. So.
I got LeBron back here. Actually, it's glaring right now. But yeah, I have a lot of Nike. I have I used to have a lot more. I have like 150 Nikes, probably 200 Nikes. A lot of Nikes.
Yeah. But it was one question in the comments. Anyone? Do you have any Vapormax? Vapormax. Yes. Now I am actually wearing a pair of Vapormax.
There you go.
Yeah. So
there you go. Vapormax Plus.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah. How about you? Do you own any?
Actually, Vapormax? Funny that person asked because I do. I have the first Vapormax, like the first color period, like the first Vapormax, and it's not very comfortable on my foot. I don't like them. I have bad feet though. Like some feet, like the Penny 5, for example, this doesn't feel good on my foot. It's a great looking shoe, but I can't wear it. So like. There's a lot of them just don't fit me right. So I don't own a lot. I own one Vapormax, and I'll never get rid of it because it's the first one. But
okay.
I don't like wearing them. Sorry.
All right. This last question: where do you rank at Air Max C-Dub and the Nike?
The Chris Webber, like the Air Max C-Dub. I'm guessing he's meaning the Chris Webber, right?
Which is the sensation, I think.
Yeah, the sensation. Yeah, I mean, real talk, I cannot stand Chris Webber. I'm a Lakers fan through and through. I will never support any King star ever. So you're asking the wrong person. I would put it super low. I'd put only because I'd put Penny's stuff above it, obviously. I'd put Jason Kidd's stuff above it. And those are just 2 people from the 90s. Those are just 2 Nike people from the 90s. So yeah, I'd rather have Jason Kidd or Penny over Chris Webber. I'd rather have Barkley. I'd rather have it's a great shoe though. I just don't like it. I would say it's top 100 for Nike, but not the best audience to ask that. I can't stand Chris Webber.
Okay, let's do one more since this is actual Penny question. What shoe will you get Penny to sign? If any Penny that you are would like to get signed, what would that be?
Man, I would have to say the Royal Foamposite, man. The OG. I would have them do one. I'd have them color in one line. I don't want all of them, but do one line and then sign Penny. Or maybe you can't sign a Foamposite very well. The grooves can't be easy, I don't think.
Nah, you really can't.
No, so I scratched that. Let's do the penny 2 Atlantic blue. Penny 2 Atlantic blue on the blue
Okay,
part with a black Sharpie.
I
Nice and
can do.
easy to see.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, 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 man. Well, for me, as a penny collector, dedicated to penny, um, actually have 3 pairs that's actually signed. I have a one, but it's a GS pair. It has the OG box and everything. It's a size 7 GS. Well, back then it was
Yeah.
BG. It was called BG back in the
Yeah.
90s. I also have a penny 2 Atlantic blue. Original box, that's also a BG. But now a men's pair of the penny 4.
Oh, okay. That's a good
Yeah,
sign.
the
The
pennies.
leather.
Yeah, so like yeah, I got that sign, man. It's like at the toe box. And but I bought each and every pair from other collectors.
Mm.
Um, now the only thing that he actually signed that when I met him for the very first time was a sneaker con New York, and seen him in the parking lot. Everyone else saw it, got official autographs from him with their note or with their certificate, but me seeing him in the parking lot, he was with his security, and I'm walking, and I just got my my Chromposite, the
Oh,
mirrors.
nice.
Yeah, so it was All-Star Weekend 2016. So he's leaving, and I'm headed to go catch a train. And next thing you know, I look up, and he's way across the parking lot. I run over there, and had him sign a shirt and my Sharpies, man. So yeah, man. So, yeah,
Always have a
man.
Sharpie ready. I'm happy
Yeah,
you got that done. I'm happy that
right.
happened for you.
Yeah,
I can
man.
feel
So
your energy. You love this shit, and that's awesome.
oh
I'm so
yeah,
happy.
oh yeah,
I'm so happy people care about specific old athletes and old
right.
shoes. Thank you for keeping it alive, man. I appreciate you.
Oh man, anytime, bro. I just do it, man, just for the love of it. Again, it started out as a hobby, man, and then rolled into a business, man, and I'm enjoying every ride, man. every single guest come on here, man. It's just like you hear their stories, just like yours. Um, uh, Amazing collections. I've also do Collectors Unleashed, where I'll do 2 hours of nothing but everyone come on and show their collection or their sentimental pieces of Penny Hardaway's legacy. So, man,
That's
the phone,
beautiful.
yeah, the Foamposite community loves it every time I do a 2 hour show. And man, you never know who might pop up. I have a guy that came with almost 1,000 cards, basketball cards of each and every penny.
Damn.
Yeah, I had a guy that it comes on and he has all Penny's jerseys. Yeah, man, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of collectors out there, and I'm just blessed to even come on here every Tuesday and do this with these guys, man. So we're just like all grown men, and we just all turn into kids.
Right
So
away. Takes me right back.
yeah, man. So again, man, thank you, man. Thank you for being a part of Heaven Sent, man. Family, man. You're definitely a part of the family now, bro.
I
Uh,
appreciate that. Such a fun conversation.
oh, of course, man. I would love to, man. Come on the show, man. Love
No,
the show.
we will I have your email now. We will make that work for real.
That's man. Other than that, man, thank everyone that commented and was a part of the questionnaire, man. Even the speedy round, a famous speedy round where we just do random stuff and have fun, man. So thank you, man. So other than that,
My
man, you're welcome.
pleasure.
Oh, welcome back to the show anytime, man. Anytime. So other than that, this is the end. I hate to end it. Hate to end it, man. But everyone, man, happy holidays as well. Happy Thanksgiving.
Likewise, back to you too.
Yeah, so we're right back here next Tuesday. I'm sorry, Friday. I have a very, very special guest. I'm gonna take Tuesday off and bring this guest on Friday, the 3rd. December the 3rd. Remember, December the 3rd is a very, 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 very special guest. Big special guest. I know everyone to love, man. Please lock it in. 8 o'clock, December the 3rd. Be here or be square, man. Everyone take care of yourself and take care of each other. Peace. Me and Rob, we out.
See you, man. Thank you.
All right. Peace out, man.